What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be reacting to MAVI, a master in the making. Now, if y'all know me, which I don't, but if y'all know me, y'all know MAVI is one of my favorite rappers, and I always talk about him. I always, anytime music comes up, I bring up MAVI because nobody knows him. Nobody knows him, but it's okay. How does nobody know fucking MAVI? Yo, MAVI, mad skill. Hopefully he gets the other part right. He needs some. I think he has good production. I think he needs good marketing and shit.
In hip-hop, it's always an important question of who is up next. Who has the keys to the culture and will be tapped into the next wave of the artistry and fandom. There are a lot of talented young artists out right now, but one of the artists who I think is the voice of this next generation is MAVI. MAVI Minder is a 22-year-old rapper out of Charlotte, North Carolina, currently based in Washington, D.C. He's made a name for himself over the past 7 years as one of the brightest young voices in hip-hop, giving the world a movement-defining project while being a full-time student, studying neuroscience at Howard University. There's a thoughtfulness to his music that is refreshing and thought-provoking. MAVI blends high...
He studies neuroscience in... That's why he's so technically skilled. He studies neuroscience in university and college, and he just made a fire album like
concept lyricism.
Shit, nigga, I don't go to school. I can't even
a
do
soulful
that shit,
vibe and delivery, making him one of the
Try.
de facto faces of the new wave of abstract Afrocentric artisans in the hip-hop world, such as Earl Sweatshirt, Navy Blue, and Mike. MAVI emerged as a rapper in 2014 as a member of the North Carolina music collective.
Dog, how old was he in 2014? Let me do the math. About 15 years old.
Killswitch. The group consists of MAVI, along with Messiah, Amir, and Sko, and they released 2 collaborative projects as a group, with one in 2017 and another in 2019. With this group, MAVI became a talked-about name in the local Charlotte hip-hop scene, before he was even through with high school. It's here early on where MAVI was able to start building his dedicated fan base, which started out small but passionate, as MAVI was able to build a personal connection with his listeners. His first solo mixtape came out when MAVI was just 17 years old. Beacon is one of the most impressive showings from any artist this young that I have ever heard. Thematically, the album deals with MAVI coming of age philosophically.
I might have to have this related. Only 15 minutes, nigga?
Contemplating many of life's great mysteries for the first time as he reaches adulthood.
Is that on Apple Music?
This is highlighted by the last moments of the record, which samples a scene from that 70s show that discusses the meaning of life, or lack thereof. In 2017, he followed that up with another mixtape called No Roses. MAVI has said that he was depressed in the making of this tape, and you can feel that in the lyrics. He starts off the second track next.
Nigga, he sounded depressed in every single fucking song, though. Okay, that's not true. But every album, like Shadowbox, he was talking about that shorty like the whole time, bro. He was sad about that shorty the whole time.
Pop a pill, forgot my name, so my feelings not the same no more.
I drink till I can't feel it. At least I think, cause I can't remember shit. That's not a happy lyric, nigga.
I'm in change, still insane, everything but the pain is forced. Pay it forward for my brothers, laying dormant for my mother. Games of war against my love, forgot how to breathe.
On the mixtape, MAVI explores his own emotions, from love to pain, as he searches for meaning and the love that he raps about. This is a great project.
Just imagine this chat. MAVI featuring Anderson .Paak.
Project that I recommend to any MAVI fan. His lyricism is fresh and truthful, and it's not just beats and rhymes. He's already developed into a one-of-a-kind song craftsman here. The project ends with 5 minutes writing from the bottom, which truly is 5 minutes of MAVI rapping directly from the bottom of his heart, showing an emotional vulnerability that is rare, not just for artists of his age, but rappers in general. The song and a lot of his music deals with his family, something that's very important to him. His music is all about connection,
Yeah, I heard that
connection
song.
with
He
his
got black
family,
brothers,
with his fans,
sister.
and with himself. He really is an artist that is so easy
Mama.
getting connected to, because there's nothing surface level about him. Everything comes from the heart and the soul. MAVI went away to college in 2018, studying neuroscience at Howard University. The school gave him new breath creatively, drawing inspiration from Howard's art, fashion, and music scenes, and also feeling at home in the music scene within Washington, D.C. Neuroscience and hip-hop seem like two things that couldn't have less to do with one another, but MAVI sees a connection between his two passions. When asked about if he feels that science and art are very different, he said, "No, they're not. So basically, science and art are frameworks for humans to reflect the natural rhythm and flow."
No, they not. No, they not. So basically, like, I like how he's still a nigga, but then he gonna say it. He gonna say it really smart right after that. After the nigga part, he be like, nah, they ain't, nah.
Flows of the
Basically,
world,
the science
and to be able to explain
the state of the
them,
world.
and to reflect. And when I say reflect, I mean to be a mold for which the impressions of this world are made in, and then a good replica is reproduced. And so, the point of bio and psych was a very artistic and kind of lofty pursuit. I wanted to answer the question of human consciousness and where it lives, because the discipline of neuroscience made so many more advancements since we last accepted or postulated theories of consciousness with any real seriousness, and that's basically what I was trying to do. MAVI has been able to find the common thread between these two things, and it's kind of beautiful the way he puts it. Science and art are both people's ways to try and understand the amazing world around us, and you can hear that within his music. His music is an exploration of humanity, and all that comes with it. All of the thoughts and emotions that are with us throughout the day. MAVI makes music that's able to capture that wonderful feeling of being human. In October of 2019, MAVI released his first official album, Let the Sun Talk. Recorded entirely in his dorm room, this project has MAVI fully developing into the artist that he showed the potential of becoming. The album is poetic and powerful, with MAVI preaching self-love and black liberation. The opening track, Terms and Conditions, literally maps out the terms and conditions of the album, with a vocal sample detailing what it means to be pro-black. The album has some of the best songs of the current wave of underground abstract hip-hop, like Daylight Savings, Self-Love, and Sense. Really, the whole album is incredible. Definitely one of the defining projects of this scene, and one of the best albums of the last 5 years. The title of the album refers to MAVI's unapologetic approach to this project. On the last track he says, "You don't let the sun do nothing. The sun gonna come up, the sun's gonna do what the fuck it do. You might see that shit, you might not, but you definitely gonna feel that shit. And you definitely gonna miss that motherfucker when it's gone." On this record, MAVI is comparing his inevitability to the sun, declaring that he will brighten this world and there's nothing anyone can do to stop it.
But
in 2021, he released an EP called End of the Earth, a project which he called a quarantine year in review. From the start of COVID until then, he went back home to live with his family, and it gave him a chance to reconnect with them and embrace his roots. This EP sort of went under the radar when it dropped, but it feels like a great taste of what he has in store for us lyrically in the future. He starts off his first verse by saying, "I can't write all the time because I can't lie," and that feels like such a perfect snapshot of what I appreciate most about him as a writer. He speaks his truth, and only his truth, to his core. If it's not personal and from the heart, then MAVI won't write it, and that's something that I respect so much from an artist. And he's gotten a lot of respect from his musical peers as well. He was featured on Earl Sweatshirt's Feet of Clay, which is the ultimate co-sign for MAVI's generation. He was inducted into the Alchemist's Inner Circle on This Thing of Ours too, and he even went on tour with Jack Harlow in 2021, proving that MAVI's appeal has bled into the mainstream too. At his age, and with his immense talent and potential,
MAVI's
I wouldn't be surprised if his sound...
MAVI, in his first album, made a song that is better than anything Jack Harlow has ever created.
...continued to evolve into different styles.
18-year-old MAVI over anything Jack Harlow has ever created.
Subgenres.
He probably fucks with Jack Harlow, so he probably don't like I'm saying that.
His main inspirations is Lil Wayne, Drake, Earl Sweatshirt, Mac Miller, and Chief Keef. So there's really no telling what his sound can evolve into. His next album is set to be called Shango, and should be releasing later this year. Shango was what his father originally intended on naming it, and it's also the Orisha for thunder, virility, anger, dance, and drums in the Yoruba culture in Nigeria. After releasing so much music that was so personal to who MAVI is, he had to rethink how he can get more personal. What is before MAVI? so he decided to reach back into what he was originally called and explore himself and his roots on this next album. He said that this album will be less sunny sounding than Let the Sun Talk, because the sun era is over. So we'll see where this new motivation takes him. But even though the sun era is over, the future is definitely bright for MAVI.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Wait, oh, that's it? That's the whole video? And then what he dropped? What's the next album he dropped? We're gonna connect the dots. It was like something about crying and laughing. Crying so hard it hurts. Laughing so hard it hurts. Something like that. Apple Music. Mavi. Laughing so hard it hurts. Look at the W memory chat. And then he dropped Shadowbox, the greatest song of all time. I mean the greatest album of all time. Alright, chat, that's it for me today. I love you boys. Stay safe and have a good one. Peace.